Hello and welcome to my channel. This is part 5 of my Sims 3 custom Moodlet tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to add a listener action to your Moodlet. So you can create Moodlets like Imminent Romance and Imminent Nemesis from the Love Charm and Love Charm Failure, where when the Moodlet holder has a social interaction or is the target of a social interaction, you can make something happen between the interacting Sims. Like you can make the two Sims friends or lovers or enemies, or add another Moodlet to the interacting Sims, or change their skills or their traits even. Anything you can code. So we are going to accomplish this using the Moodlets instance class from the previous video. So here write public sim description m target sim. And then in the next line write public event listener m listener. Now we are going to override the target sim description from the base class. So write public override sim description target sim, and in the curly brackets get return m target sim. So m target sim will become target sim from the base class. And now we are going to create our method where we make the two interacting Sims friends and make them have a friendly hug. So write public void change relationship. This is the name of our method. You can pick any name you want. Inside the brackets sim actor, sim target. Inside this method write relationship capital R. This is the relationship class, and create an object for this class. We'll also call that relationship but with a small r, equals to actor dot get relationship brackets target true. So now the value of relationship object is the relationship between the actor and the target sim. Now in the next line write relationship dot update stc and ltr, and in the brackets actor, target, commodity types dot, and I am going to pick friendly, 100f. So this will improve the relationship between the actor and the target. Now I'm going to show you how to force the state of the relationship. So write if not relationship dot are friends or romantic. This will test if the Sims aren't already friends or lovers. Inside the curly brackets, write relationship dot force change state brackets long-term relationship types dot, and I'm going to pick best friend. So this will make the two Sims best friends. Another way to improve the relationship is by relationship dot ltr dot update liking, and in the brackets choose by how much. I'm going to comment this line out because this is not needed in our project, but I wanted to show you that there are different methods to accomplish the same thing. I suggest you to experiment with the different methods to see how they are different from each other. Now in the next line, write interaction instance entry equals to new social interaction A dot definition, and inside the brackets quotes, and in the quotes write the name of the social interaction. So I'm going to pick friendly hug. The name of the interaction is found in S3PE social data files, comma null, comma false. Dot create instance brackets target, comma actor, comma new interaction priority, and inside the brackets interaction priority level dot, and I'm going to pick required NPC behavior. Comma false, comma false. In the next line, write actor dot interaction queue dot add next bracket entry. So these two lines, we are creating an entry for the social interaction friendly hug, and then we are pushing it as in the interaction queue. So the next interaction will be friendly hug. And finally write M has triggered equals true. Now we are going to override the dispose method from the base class. So write public override void dispose buff manager bm and then curly brackets. Write if m listener not equals to null event tracker dot remove listener brackets m listener. And in the next line write m listener equals to null. Now come outside the if and write base dot dispose brackets bm. So this method is our dispose method. It will remove our listener after we are done with it. So once the Moodlet holding sim has had a social interaction and then became best friends, we are going to dispose of the listener because we don't need to listen to any more social interaction. Now we will make our listener action. So write public listener action on socialization event E. And inside the brackets write sim equals to e dot target object as sim. Now in the next line write if e dot actor dot sim description id equals to target sim dot sim description id. And inside the curly brackets, if sim not equals to null and sim dot is human, change relationship target sim dot created sim comma sim. So we are calling the change relationship method that we made, and in the next line write e dot actor dot buff manager dot remove element buff names, and we are going to copy the ID from tutorial test Moodlet. So basically, after our sims have interacted, we are going to call this method and make the two sims best friends and do the friendly hug interaction, and then immediately delete this Moodlet, remove this Moodlet from our sim. Now write else if sim not equals to null and sim dot sim description id equals to target sim dot sim description id, and e dot actor dot sim description dot is human, and here again we are going to call the change relationship method. So change relationship sim comma e dot actor dot sim description dot created sim, and then in the next line we are again going to remove the Moodlet from our sim. So e dot actor dot buff manager dot remove element buff names and buff id. This if and else if statement have been taken directly from EA's own Imminent Romance Moodlet, and these are a little bit complicated. From what I understand, they are trying to check if the correct sims are being used in the function call, and they're trying to check if the Moodlet holder is the one who is interacting or if they are the target of the interaction. And it's also possible that these if and else if are not needed, and we could have just called the method with change relationship e dot actor dot sim description id dot created sim comma sim, and that would have also worked, but I haven't tested it that way yet, because since this way was already working, so I just never bothered. And finally write return listener action dot keep. Now we are going to override the set target sim method from the base class. So write public override void set target sim brackets sim description target sim. And inside the curly brackets write m target sim equals to target sim. And we are now done with the instance class. So now we are going to come to the onAddition method. Here create an object of the instance class. We already did that in the previous tutorial, so we are not going to do that here. Obj is the object, so write obj dot mListener equals to event tracker dot add listener brackets event type id dot, and here we are going to select k social interaction, comma obj dot on socialization. So we are adding the listener we created in our instance class to the onAddition method. So this way the listener will get attached to the sim via this Moodlet, and it will basically keep an ear out for when the sim has a social interaction or is the target of a social interaction. And when this listener detects that a interaction has taken place, it will trigger the onSocialization method, and then the onSocialization method will call the ChainReaction method and then remove the Moodlet, which will also remove the listener because of the dispose method. Okay, and now we are done with our code, so let's test and see if it works. So we are in game. I have added this Moodlet to the Genie sim, and now I'm going to make them socialize. And as you can see, they have become best friends. And the Genie has also caught on fire because I forgot to remove the on fire Moodlet in the on remove method, so the Genie has caught on fire. But that's not going to stop him from giving his new best friend a hug. So our code is working, and that concludes this tutorial. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.